And hello, good evening. Happy 12/12, December the 12th, the 12th month, and the 12th day of the year. I wanted to come before you today. I don't want to be too long. This is a pretty much a pop-up video, pop-up podcast. And I just wanted to, first of all, encourage everybody. It's a lot going on, a whole lot of how they say a whole lot of shaking going on, a whole lot of stuff going on, being shaked up in politics. People are, acting crazy. The weather's changing. We're going back to masks, and they say the major cities they're requiring to go back to the mask, and just a whole lot going on. But guess what? I'm here to encourage you guys. We're at the Rise Women Network, and I am Queen F, by the way. As a Rise Women Network, we want to say that you are to arise. That's one of the reasons why we named what we named the, the network. Arise in spirit, arise in consciousness. And when I thought of that tagline, I had no idea really what I was thinking of when I mentioned consciousness. I was just initially thinking of learning more about your history, your culture, being more aware of yourself. But now I'm learning that consciousness is on operating on a higher vibration, learning of your family history, learning of your ancestors, arising in consciousness, going from one level of consciousness to another level of consciousness. And that's where we are. Yes, I'm going to get comfortable here. I'm not going to be long, but I just want to let you guys know. I know. It's a lot going on out there, a lot of changes. People are struggling. Um, there's homelessness in major cities, New York, California. People are sleeping out on the street. Veterans. I'm told that some people uh, don't want the help. I'm told some people don't want, the homeless. Some of them don't want you to tell them what to do. But I really think that is, mostly it's mental illness, and they're not having the finances. So in New York, they're supposed to be now picking up homeless people against their own will and taking them up off the street. You can look at it one way that it could be, some people could say, oh, I don't think that's right because a person should have the free will to be where they want to be. But then on the other side of that coin, it's dangerous out there now being homeless. A homeless man who had been homeless for years was recently set afire. You're vulnerable when you're out there in the cold. I know firsthand a loved one of mine was last year we had a big uh, uh, problem. Yeah, a close family member of mine was in the hospital who had got frostbitten from being out in the cold. Hypothermia can set in, and then it can affect your brain. So please be careful out there. Check on your loved ones, your senior citizens, your young people that are off at college. Check on them because we got people who are preying upon vulnerable and the young, like with the Shanquilla Robinson thing with the young lady, who got, deleted by people that she knew that she called quote unquote friends. So be aware of your surroundings. Be aware of who you let into your spiritual realm. Protect your peace. Protect your spirit realm. Vibrate on a higher consciousness. This is where pretty much where I am when I say 12, happy 12/12. The 12th month, the 12th day of the year is a date which the universe is allowing a portal to open that can help you vibrate at higher consciousness. Be your be your better self, vibrate higher, vibrate on a higher consciousness. Now, I got some of this information from a very good podcaster, um, YouTuber who I look at frequently, Dr. Mumbo. She has her own YouTube channel, Dr. Mamba, and she is in Kenya. She's an African American queen, but she's a Kenyan, and she is very, very knowledgeable. She has that third eye, the consciousness. She's a seer, and she gives a lot of positive information and vibe. So, shout out to Dr. Mamba. Definitely tune into her channel. She's on YouTube. And yeah, we've got to operate on a higher vibration. We've got a lot that we're coming up against. The powers that be, or the powers that appear to be, that are running this world. It seems like it's all about them. It really does. Between with the what's going on with the food production, the farming, and the not having enough supplies on the shelf. The children's medicine is low, or sometimes the shelves are totally empty. I'm told even Amazon has a short supply, a small supply rather, of children's medicine. And the children were recently, they recently made it where, the children would be able to get I'll call it the jab in the arm. But yet, with the RSV that's on the rise and the viruses that are going around with the kids, that RSV that affects the respiratory, they're going to need some type of, medication to really help with the high fever or the pain, but there's a low supply. So, what's really going on? What's really happening out there, baby? Help me to find out what is really going on in the world. You know, Come on in, pal on in. A day in the life of Mocha Sister. Hey, Mocha Sister. Yes, honey. Very true. Mocha Sister says, I'm not a fan of the NYC policy. Hopefully will work out for all. Yes. I was kind of thinking the same thing, Mocha. I was like, I don't know if that's quite right to just embellish on a person's freedom. This for years, all these wars that were fought in different countries, such as U.S., is over freedom. We're over in other countries trying to help them to get freedom, but yet we're having our freedom being stripped from us. Censorship is on the rise. It's really unfortunate that we can't say what we want to say on social media, including YT, right here where I'm at now. You're being censored, yet most of what we've said has come to pass. The conspiracy theorists who were talking about the little pinch in the arm, and you know what I mean. I have to speak in codes here. We can't say certain things. So the little pinch in the arm, yeah, we were talking about that and the effects that it has on people, and yet we were being our YouTube channels were coming down, or people were losing their money, not getting monetized. And I know personally, I had a bout with getting the jab. I experiencing some very tough health conditions, and still to today, still experiencing those conditions. So it's a matter of choice. But with what's going on in the world, they taking away the choices. Data Mokusa says a lot of people need more help than shelters. Hope they have additional resources. Yes, and I agree, Mocha. Like I was agreeing with Minnesota when they wanted to institute like a group of people who could help the police. Like if there's a person who has mental illness and they're out there acting crazy, a lot of times the loved ones, they'll get on the phone, they'll call the popo, and the popo will come and it'll be worse. The person wind up shot or something like that who has a mental illness because the police don't really have the knowledge, the expertise to deal with a person with mental illness. So we need more resources that will help with the policing with mental illness. If they're going to take people off the street, they need those people to come and help the police or whoever they're going to institute to help to take the people off the street, calm them down, say, hey, we want to help you, not get erratic with them, not hurt the people, not shoot them, and all of that. So yeah, we need more additional resources to help people. We need more shelters too. I'm in the Midwest, sort of, yeah, and you can say that. I'm in the Midwest, and I can count how much beautiful farmland, vacant, beautiful trees and land, but yet it may be one or two decent homeless shelters. And heaven forbids if you're a veteran in some of these small towns, and you need to go to the doctor. I have a loved one, he's a veteran. He has to go all the way to another city for his VA treatment, medical treatment. It's really unfortunate, but this is where we come in, where we're at a dispensation where we're able to now call in the ancestors, call in our loved ones who have passed on, and tell them, hey, we need help down here. And when I say that, I ain't saying it to be funny. If you have to build an altar, baby, if you have to have some candles, light your candles, uh, put your incense, essential oils, and your diffusers, pray, pray, pray. We need prayer, baby. We need to call on the ancestors. We need to operate and vibrate on a higher vibration, because when you operate on a low vibration, you are helping no one, including yourself. In fact, you're bringing on health conditions that you really don't need. And that includes if you have a loved one who is causing you anxiety or depression, get rid of them. When I say get rid, I mean go and let them go. If you have to block them, if you have to shut your phone off for an hour or two, or pray for them, but we can't let loved ones, friends, family, whoever bring us down, because then we're operating at a low vibration. And I know that personally. Because I had a loved one that we got into a little dispute, and she just went off and called me, said all kind of horrible things. She said I have a weak podcast. She said nobody likes me in the family. These are things that really, really hurt me, because this is a close family friend, a relative of mine, and I'm only speaking of it because stuff like this can really bring on depression, especially if you have anxiety or you have depression already. It brings it on. So, we're getting into the holidays where they have loved ones that are gone, and so seasonal depression is on. If we have to go back to the mass, people are not going to like that, because it seemed like we were going back to normal. But now, Dr. Fauci is stepping down, he's stepping away, he's going away into the sunset, and we have to put our masks back on. We thought that taking the little pinch in the arm was going to solve everything, but it didn't. So I think this is a way of life now. I really think this is wearing the mask is what we're gonna have to do, and I wear them. I wear them, yeah, because I don't want to get sick. Yeah, people out there coughing and gagging, and and then what they told us about, the pinch in the arm, it's not the cure all. It is not the cure all. I think it's just like the flu shot. You're gonna have to take it every year. That's what I think. I don't know. Some people say it's a money grab, but I'm gonna leave that alone before they delete my channel. I don't need to be in no timeouts or nothing. But Adana Mocha sister says, unfortunate but true. Nothing wrong with boundaries with family or friends. Yes, Mocha, honey. We have to do it. We really do, because we have to hold on to our peace. People are already depressed. You've got the world against you pretty much. It's all about money when it comes to the U.S. and different countries. I was just told that in Kenya they cut down a big tree that is so important to that country, and it's being shipped to, I think, the U.S. I think they paid maybe like $5,000 for it. It's like, why do we have to take everything from people? Why can't we, just let the natural resources stay where they are? We're going to pay for it, fine, but there's no way in Africa that we use so many natural resources they have, and it's a dirt poor country. It's no way it should be that way. Things like that. Things like that really depresses me. I don't know about anybody else, but I care about other people. I care about other countries. We're sitting fat, high on the hog. Half of America is overweight because we overeat, and then we got third world countries where they're eating like mud pies. I mean, they're literally, parents are making mud pies out of dirt, you know, in some countries, or eating, rice. And it's really sad. It really is. But you know what? I didn't come to dampen nobody day. I just want to say 12/12, December 12th, the 12th month, the 12th year, is that we're supposed to be operating on a higher vibration. The world needs it. We need it. We need um, to bring the world to where it's supposed to be. You know, um, we can't let the big wigs win. We can't let the powers that be win, because you know this world doesn't belong to them. It belongs to God. And we've got to operate in our gifts. We got to operate in our, if you have the gift of singing, if you have the gift of healing, if you have the gift of love, operate in it. Operate on a high vibration. Because, baby, this world need it. We need it, baby. I'm going to share this screen real quick because, like I say, there's a lot of censorship. I don't know if you guys know Eddie Levert from the OJs. I'm sure you do. Eddie Levert from the OJs. It's really sad. This man, he's like, for instance, he said, I've been following the Kyrie Irving story, trying to figure out what he did or said that would have caused him to have to, I think, apologize. If you guys can see this, I I can open it up, but I'm not gonna open it up because other people that are commenting, I want to keep, I don't want to open up the comments. People's privacy is important, but people got on this musician Eddie Levert because he was talking about the music industry. Also, he was talking about how um, early on in his career, the contracts he signed, they pretty much were no good. You might as well say that. They they don't get much money, and a lot of movie stars or musicians, they go into these contracts and they wind up on the poor end. Like in the movie Cadillac Records, the guy, he said, well, he was talking to Chuck Berry and his manager. He said, I'm gonna make you rich and I'm gonna make you famous. And Chuck Berry said, wait a minute. He got up from his seat. He switched seats with the guy because he wanted to be rich, not famous. Because when you famous, that doesn't mean you're gonna be rich. That doesn't mean you're gonna be able to even leave a legacy to your kids, money to your kids, a home to your kids. Eddie Levert is now sick. He couldn't do the last tour with the OJ's uh, old last tour, because he had gotten sick. And so he was homebound and he just started posting. And people started getting on him about posting stuff saying, oh, you shouldn't be saying that. And then he had to come back and apologize. And he was like, well, a lot of people say I shouldn't be saying things, so I'm not going to say certain things. And this is what I'm talking about with the censorship. The censorship is ridiculous. This man should be able to say what he want to say. You know what I'm saying? He should be able to say what he want to say. He paid his dues. He worked all them years in the music industry, not getting the money he's supposed to get, and still not able to say anything. You know, pretty much he gets censored, or some of his followers are saying they're gonna stop. They're gonna unfollow him, or some of his fans will say they wasn't gonna, follow him anymore, which is sad. Yeah, honey. So that's about it. I just want to, I have other things to share, but I'm not going to share it right now. I'm going to be doing the docu series episode number 3 on Out of the Ashes about the Dells, Marvin Jr. I have a guest DJ, David Bailey. He's going to join me next week. We're going to do the recording this week, but I just want to say, and still we rise. Maya Angelou says, you may write me in your history book with your bitter, twisted lies, but still, like dust, I rise. I rise. And that's why I titled this, And Still We Rise. I may have to go over to the YouTube channel and change that picture on there, but yeah, I just wanted to get this video out and say, don't give up. I know, Mocha. I didn't mean to make anybody sad today, baby, but I just had to let y'all know. It's really sad. It's a lot going on, baby. Um, in politics, with the Senate, the Democrats won the Senate, but one of the Democrat senators uh quit, or whatever you want to say. So instead of having 51 votes, we've got 50 votes, whoever Democrats. It's like, see, we got people who are acting like Democrats, but they're Republicans and vice versa. So as far as the parties, I'm gonna be silent on it. I'm gonna be silent. I'm just gonna say it's a whole rat race. It's a big joke, what's going on, but it's not really funny because we've got people that are starving, we got people that are hungry, cold. Time they're gonna give the increase with the COLA, the SSI, disability, whatever. Okay, we get a increase, but then everything goes up. The rent goes up, the food bill goes up, the electricity goes up. They say, utilities gonna go up. So it's like, okay, you can't win for lose. One step up, two steps back. You know, yep. Mocha, you right. We gotta keep on pushing, and still we rise. Because I'm operating on a higher level. I don't worry about things because my ancestors, God, Mayet, the higher power, whatever you want to call him or her, the Holy Spirit, they got us. They protecting us. We good. Like I posted, I cooked a big pot of stew. If I had to eat on that for 2 days, I'm good. We're doing a lot better than a lot of people in third world countries, even in America. There's a lot of people struggling. They say there's no middle class. It's only rich or poor. We got middle class people that have to go to food pantries. So we just got to keep on pushing. Like Mocha Sister said, thank you, sister, for joining me. And I'm going to get on off here. And like Maya Angelou says again, and still we rise, you know, and still we rise. Don't give up. Don't give in. Keep pushing. All right, y'all. Y'all have a wonderful evening. Be blessed. Pray. Pray for everybody. You know, don't give up on people, even your relatives that are haters. Don't even worry about it. Pray about it because we deal with not flesh and blood, but principalities, dark places that are tapping into the weakest link in your family, and they want to bring you down and bring you on their level. Don't go there. Okay, pray for them and keep it moving. You can forgive people, but you don't forget, and they don't have to come back into your space neither. You know, they can keep it moving. Be sure to like and subscribe to this channel, and thank you for joining me, and you be blessed. Join us on the Live Women Network, where our special guests will be speaking about economics, gentrification, colorism, film reviews, health and wellness, reparations, celebrity news, and entrepreneurship. Thank you and be sure to tune in.